So the last couple days of Bordeaux 2023 futures has been crazy with releases, and unfortunately we couldn't do an offering yesterday because our cameraman and extraordinaire Patrick was stuck in jury duty. Nevertheless, he's back, and so we're kind of going and we're doing a little bit of backpedaling on yesterday's releases as well as today's releases. And so yesterday we had the release of Level Poivré, and it's a really kick-ass Level Poivré. And the thing is it's like down 28% or something crazy like that. All these prices in 23, everybody like got the memo, okay, very good vintage. Hard to compare it to any other vintage, but we understand the market. We understand the market, and we're gonna drop our prices. And so Poivré was one. The other one that came out yesterday that I absolutely loved, and I love Margaux. And I love Margaux when it tastes like Margaux. And Brand Cantenac came out yesterday with their wine, and the price is again down like, around 30%-ish. And for that money, this wine is, to me, absolutely exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. Seriously, I'm telling you right now, this estate is one to watch. Like when Thomas de Rue took over Chateau Palmer, and we saw just Palmer just was lifted a level. When Nicolas Obadier took over, and I know you French are gonna like bastardize me for my pronunciations, but when he took over Roland Segla, what he did there, I mean, what's happening at Brand Cantenac is the same thing. The wine is exquisite. Today also offered was Cantenac Brown, its neighbor. New cellar, I got to see the cellar, it's fantastic. There's a reason why they invest millions of euros into these cellars, is because it's really to bring out the terroir and sense of place. So anyway, moving along, because there's a lot. Another great deal, I think, in this campaign comes from Chateau Menet, which is, I think, one of the wine of the vintages, Chateau Montreux's neighbor. This wine, for under $30, is ridiculously priced. And their other wine that they produce, well, from the same, it's owned by Crédit Agricole, is Grand Puy de Coste, another new cellar. And I don't know if any of you did the 2020 Grand Puy de Coste that we sold here, which was like 95 points and under $40. It's Pauillac. It's great vintages or vineyards in Pauillac. And again, this wine is going to be priced under $35. It's crazy. New cellars, the wine's fantastic, and Lenore is killing it with these two estates. Also yesterday, we have wines from the Stefan van Nyperk. So we have Cannes Lagaffier, we have La Mandat, again, aggressively priced, as well as we're going to offer Daguy. And Daguy is one of those wines in Castillon, which I actually went out there this last trip. The terroir there is spectacular, and he's making Chardonnay now. And I kid you not, I was blown away by his Chardonnay, and we're going to get some. It's very Burgundian. I hate to say that, he's in Bordeaux, but the dude makes Chardonnay like that kind of reductive Koch style. I didn't say, you know what I'm saying? But it's fantastic, and maybe there's a potential in Castillon for Chardonnay. Today, another dear friend of mine, and actually I spent a lot of time with her. In fact, I went out with her to look at the Daguy property because she's thinking about buying a property in Castillon next to Daguy to make Chardonnay, is Helen Garçon with Bordeaux, Poesia, and her Pomerol property, Clos l'Église. again, she's always priced her wines fair. I mean, Bordeaux got like a 97, 98 point score, and the wine's gonna be 34 or 98. Are you kidding me? I mean, and the wine's fantastic. We did a lot of blind tasting. I actually had dinner with her twice, so we drank a lot of old vintages of these wines, and it was a lot of fun. Also, Chateau Chauvin is offered from Saint Emilion. This property is very close to Cheval Blanc. The label used to be very similar to Cheval Blanc, and it's owned by Sylvie Caz from, the Lynch-Bage family, or the Bage, what are they now? They're probably, the Bages are like, they own villages and stuff, but Sylvie is a wonderful, wonderful person, and Chauvin is kind of her new project with her daughter, and the wines there are drastically improving over when they took over the property back in, I think it was like 2015 or so. So Le Gaffier came out today, another great Le Gaffier. It's a Venice darling, and again, big scores. Also today we have Grand Puy Lacasse, and that's another major Pauillac, again, 25% less than last year. I know I'm going on and on and on, but that's how this vintage is, and everything's coming out like this big tidal wave of wines. And if I forgot something, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying that the 2023s are a vintage that, with the pricing, it's really what futures is all about, and I think the Bordelais are kind of starting to understand the fact that wine, if you buy it as a future, should be either an investment or a good price, and I think they're understanding that a little bit more now that we have so many great vintages of Bordeaux going back to 2015. Between 2015 and 2023, you really only have two vintages that are mainly a little inferior, unlike the previous, with 2002 and 2007 were not so much. 2013, futures has to be an investment for the person that's making the purchase, and if not, it's not worth it. They'll just wait till the wines are in stock. So, and I think this vintage, they're getting it. So we still have a little bit of the First Groves. I highly recommend those wines. Some of the Super Seconds too. They are priced right. They're delicious. I really like the vintage. And again, we will come back to, actually next week's gonna be a little bit light, thank God. But then the following week, we got some big names coming out. So again, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment. Yeah, we'll answer your questions, let's talk about 23. And I'll give you my honest opinion, because seriously, I've been doing this for a long, long time, And so, I love talking about this stuff. So have fun, happy hunting.